Look at me trying to fix my hair before it goes live. Hey, good evening. I'm gonna clean off my screen a little bit so I don't look like Universal. What is your name? Universal Positions. You know, I was just think Universal Circus. But anyway, I'm gonna let a couple people join in here. It's something I want to talk about. I have not gone live in a while, probably since our Ancestor Day, October 31st. Hello, Kyle. So I'm just going to wait for a couple people to join. And there is a family conversation I'd love for us to have. Hello, Lauren. Hello, Sister Marsha. Marsha jumped on. Marsha jumped off. My sister-in-law. Let's see. So what we gonna talk about today? I feel like I should hold it for a second, but it's 11:12. It is past 11:11, so the door is open, so we might as well talk. So here's what I want to talk about. I would love for us to have a conversation about Kwanzaa. Hello, Lauren. How are you and Zephaniah, one of my dear favorite young kings? Hey, my sister-in-law came back. Hey, Eric. How are you, cousin? So, I wanted to talk about Kwanzaa. We are entering the season of Kwanzaa. I am nowhere close to an expert, so this is not a teaching. There's so much I don't know about Kwanzaa. I just know that I was always taught it was Antichrist. It was evil. It was always called the African Christmas, like it was a bad thing. So I would just like to kind of unpack Kwanzaa and kind of get to know it a little bit. For the last couple of years, I've been meaning to actually celebrate Kwanzaa. Isn't that ironic, that light above my head? Hello, Crystal. Congratulations on your new baby. I hope you are recovering well. I've been there and I know it. And I did it here in China where they are very different about humanity. So I know if I can do it, you can do it. You got this. But anyway, I wanted to kind of dig into it a little bit. I don't know if anybody knows about it or celebrates it or has a clear understanding of it. But I from what I understand and from what I've studied, I mean, I'm a Pan-Africanist. So everything I've seen that Kwanzaa represents is absolutely Pan-African. So if you are Pan-African, which has nothing to do with religion, so it doesn't go against your Christianity or your Islam or your Buddhist or whatever it is that you are. If you are a Pan-Africanist and if you consider yourself to be a Pan-African, then it's probably a good idea that we know what Kwanzaa is. I've taught all of my Chinese students here in China, all of my adult students, that I do not celebrate Christmas. I have my own understanding of what Christmas is, separate from what they've been told, and I've let them know that I'm working my way into a better understanding of Kwanzaa as the season that I will celebrate, that I will teach my daughter. Hey, Matt, you always make me smile every time you jump on my live. And this ain't no shade to nobody else, but every time you jump on my live, you make me smile. Partially because everything I'm talking about is your fault. Peep, peep, peep. So anyway, Matt, do you know anything about Kwanzaa? I don't know if you are, what time is it? Oh, it's afternoon. Do you know anything about Kwanzaa? Anything that you can share with us to enlighten us? I'm going to jump into, I shared with one of my students just the wiki page, the Wikipedia about Kwanzaa. Oh, my food is almost here. I got a message from Meituan. My delivery is on the way. Yes, it is. My delivery will be here in 7 minutes. I just ordered some see you tomorrow and some vegetables because in honor of the Chinese people that fed me today, I ate some meat. So I need some vegetables to flush that shit out, literally. But you're right, Lauren. Christmas is the real farce. Matt, can you talk to us a little bit about Kwanzaa? Do you mind if I invite you in to kind of not asking you to be a leader or lead a conversation or anything like that? I know that's not your thing, but if you have some knowledge and some information to share, would you be willing to jump on camera and share it with us? We're not asking you to be an expert. We're not going to castigate you. If you make a mistake in anything that you say, this is just a family conversation. Is that cool, Mr. Bud? I just gave you a whole government out, but you got your government name as your Facebook name, so therefore. Is that cool, sir? Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. Let me know. But anyway, until you do, I'll just keep moving forward. Tamika Stevens just tagged me in a post. So I shared with one of my students an article about Kwanzaa, and she started to read it and really, really had, I'm not sure if I want to let that get added to my timeline. Just so y'all know, I don't really let negative stuff about our African leaders get added to my timeline because I support our African leaders. So for the sake of dispelling gossip and bullshit, I don't really let that shit. Oh, you're driving. Good excuse. Good excuse, sir. Hello, Edward. You so faithful. I don't let that shit come to my timeline. So Tamika, if you're watching, if this is something negative, I will not be sharing it. I probably won't be sharing it anyway because usually I'm very careful about that. Unless it's something Dr. Umar said himself that he wants to be made public, I won't share it. I won't share what other people said about what he shared. That's just not the kind of business I'm running over here. Thank you. Good morning to you. Good evening to me. It is well into the evening. It's about 11:18 and my food will be here in 5 minutes. Yes, I haven't eaten since noon. They'll be knocking on my door in a minute. So I probably won't be sharing that, Tamika. I love you to pieces, but I have a responsibility to Dr. Umar, and I will not be sharing any gossip concerning him or any other African leader, anybody. I don't share gossip. Y'all don't see me share Trump articles. Oh, that's me, Twan. Yes. Where anyhow? Hold on, my food is here. I get so excited when my food comes. Hold on, I gotta turn the light off because I'm not decent. Where anyhow? Shishi. Bye-bye. He was looking too. What you trying to see? But anyway, so yeah, I probably won't be sharing that unless there's something that Dr. Umar said himself. I probably won't be sharing it. And if he wants y'all to know, he'll tell you. He went live on Instagram today, and I didn't see it. I actually was in some meetings this morning, so I didn't get a chance to see it. But whatever it was, it sparked a holy fire. It is a good thing that some folks are wanting to really, really support the work. So that's good. But anyway, that's not what this is about. I'll let y'all talk about that on your own time. This Instagram live is about Kwanzaa, and Matt, I just wish you would let me put you on live because I know you could do it while you're driving. I know you could because you got that little thing on your dashboard. I know you could. But anyway, I'm gonna pray that the gods inspire you to join us in that way. Edward, do you happen to know anything about Kwanzaa? I don't want to just read from pieces of paper and bore you guys to death. If somebody has some insight or some information about Kwanzaa, I would definitely love it if somebody would share. But I'm happy to share what I have access to. Let me see. I want to just cover the 7 principles, as you said, Matt. I just want to cover the 7 principles because there's so much about Kwanzaa that is said that is not not the way things are. Like I said, I was raised that it was Antichrist. I was raised, which is supposed to be a bad thing, I guess. Now, I guess that's supposed to be a bad thing. But I was raised that it was Antichrist. I was raised that it was the African Christmas, and that was said in a very derogatory way. So I just want to kind of unpack it myself and get a better understanding. Like I said, everything that I've researched so far is basically just freaking Pan-African Garveyism, what we should be doing anyway. If this stuff is Antichrist, it's like if loving you is wrong, I don't want to be right. If this stuff is Antichrist, then it is what it is. Hello, Edwin Ferguson. I don't believe we've met, sir. Nice to meet you. Hello, Dwayne Fleming. How are you this evening for me, afternoon or morning for you, I think, if you are in America. Hold on, is my food right? So anyway, let me just read this little piece. And this is coming from Wikipedia. If you got better information, I got some green beans, some mushrooms, some see you tomorrow. And I don't know what this stuff is called, but they asked me, what do you call this in America? And I said, grass. Shit. It looked like grass to me. Hold on. Let me see what you think. You think this look like grass? I think it looks like grass. It looks like grass to me. But it's tasty. So anyway, according to Wikipedia, Kwanzaa is a week-long celebration held in the United States and in other nations of the West African diaspora in the Americas. The celebration honors African heritage in African American culture and is observed from December 26 to January 1. Culminating in a feast and gift giving. Kwanzaa has 7 core principles, as Matt said. And here's kind of where we dig in to the meat and potatoes of it. There is a Proud Family Kwanzaa episode that I've been trying. Hello, Christina. I've been trying to download it. I'm going to try again so that I could play it in my classrooms. As many of you know, I often brainwash my Chinese children into loving African people. I play cartoons and television shows that feature us in a positive light during my classes, during my breaks, while they're doing book work, that sort of thing. So they get used to seeing our beautiful faces and don't act like most of my adults act when they see us. But anyway, so it looks like the principles are called Nguzo Saba. It was created by who I understand to be Dr. Molana Karenga. And it was first celebrated in 1966, 1967. So I'm not going to get into the etymology of it. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, blah, blah. I'm going to kind of scroll past that. And I'm going to get to the principles and the symbols because that's really all that matters. Just the principles is what's most important. So, let me see. Give me 1 second. Let me see. I think... I'm trying to see. So... the principles and the symbols, it says Kwanzaa celebrates what its founder called the 7 principles of Kwanzaa, or Nguzo Saba, originally Nguzo Saba, the 7 principles of African heritage. It doesn't sound so evil so far. I don't know. Maybe something evil is coming. Which Karenga said is a communitarian African philosophy. African philosophy is completely communitarian, consisting of what Karenga called the best of African thought and practice in constant exchange with the world. Just a moment. What's this? What's this? What's this? Okay. So, oh, hey, Tamika. I was just calling your name out, sister. How are you? Welcome back, Lauren. So, let's see. Let's get to the nitty and the gritty. I just taught a student the other day what nitty gritty means. Okay, so it says these 7 principles comprise kawaida, a Swahili word meaning common. Each of the 7 days of Kwanzaa is dedicated to one of the following principles as follows. And I'm learning Swahili right now, but I haven't gotten to that word, common. So the first day is umoja, which means unity. Welcome back, Matt. Hey, sis. Hey, Carla. Which means, or umoja is about, it says to strive for and to maintain unity in the family, community, nation, and race. Doesn't sound so evil so far. That sounds like a great foundation. And then, oh Lord, I'm going to have to work my, I don't know if this is Swahili or Yoruba, but I'm going to have to work my linguistic abilities because this is different. Kujichagulia. Hold on, let me put this in my little app and see if it could tell me how to say it. Cause I'm a boss. Let me see if this is Swahili. Let me see. Opening a new page, Bruce. Give me 1 second. Let me just open the app. I wanna pronounce these things right because, as many of us know, the pronunciation has everything to do with the meaning. So let me make sure I get it right. Kujichagulia. It means self-choosing. And let me see what it sounds like. Ujaguzi. That's different. Ujaguzi. But that's not Kujichagulia. Or maybe I'm just being a nerd. But self-determination. Let me see what that says. Excuse me, y'all. I'm just real etymological, blah, blah, blah. Y'all know I went to seminary and I learned how to exegetize and break stuff down. So I don't really do that face value thing. I always go a little bit deeper. Hey, Kasim Kai Cox. Happy birthday. Umazi wa Kujitegamia. Okay. All right. I'm going to let that go at where it is. But it says to define and name ourselves as well as to create and speak for ourselves. Wait, Matt, you just gave me something. Where was it? What was it? Did you send that to, where'd you send it? Because I saw it. You sent it. You sent something. What was it? Matt, I wish you would just come on the camera and help me out. I miss you too, Kai. I miss our hikes. I miss your baby. I miss your daddy's little mean-ass dog, baby. But I miss the nice one, too. I miss your mama's cooking. Man, I miss your mama's cooking. I miss watching you hustle the old players out their money in spades. So anyway, what is that doggone... Okay, thank you, Matt. You sent it to my inbox. Hold on, because I really want to get this right. It means everything to me to get it right. So let me get it right. Hold on. I figure if we're going to do it, it's time to do it. Oh, good. Sam Valdez graduated from college. She, I'm sure Sam wouldn't mind me telling you, she got arrested for protesting the murder of Africans, and the University of North Carolina threatened to put her out of school because she got arrested for protesting the murder of Africans. So go ahead, Sam. Get your paper in spite of white supremacy. But anyway, let me get to my inbox. Kujichagulia. Oh, I was way off. I don't know what I said. I was way off. Thank you, Kujichagulia. Hey, Rosalind. Kujichagulia. Hello, Universal Positions. Grand rising to you. Grand about to lay it down to me. It is 23:31 and 24 seconds. And I better plug up my MacBook before we find out what it is. Kujichagulia. Did I say that right, Matt? So that one is about self-determination, to define and name ourselves, as well as to create and speak for ourselves. I was just explaining to a student he lives in Beijing, and he has the English name Mark, and he has a client named Andy who is from England, who suggested that he change his name to something stupid. But anyway, he was trying to help him figure out, he's got a baby on the way. Mark has a baby on the way. His Chinese name, this is going to make sense why I'm going off on this tangent in a minute, but his Chinese name is Wu, hold on, I'll tell you in a second. It is Wulong. Wulong means 5 dragons. That's what his name means. And Mark don't mean shit. And he chose the name Mark because he got good grades in school, and he liked the name Mark. But anyway, he's thinking about naming his child an English name and finding an English last name to give to his child. And I was like, no bueno, don't do it, because I come from a people who don't have our own last names. Some of you know that I gave my daughter a new last name. I consulted with my ancestors. I heard very clearly. I talked to her father about it. I heard very clearly. It's time to do something new. So her last name is Inatinwa, which is actually Yoruba. It's a Yoruba female first name. That means the one we hoped for, but I didn't give her my last name. I didn't give her my family's last name. I didn't give her her father's last name. I gave her a brand new name because all of us were owned by slaves at some point. And I'm excited for you too, Rosalind. I'm so excited. The best is yet to come, sister girl. But yeah, I don't see what's so evil so far about Kwanzaa. I mean, to define and name ourselves, I think that could be very important. I'm trying not to be rude and eat in front of y'all, but damn, this shit is looking good. Maybe I'll get something that doesn't require a lot of chewing. We're far past the need to define and name ourselves. I mean, I have conversations with family, and we don't even know who we are. Who are we as Africans? What does it mean? And to create and speak for ourselves. I think that is a whole day dedicated to defining and naming ourselves, as well as creating and speaking for ourselves, could be a very powerful and empowering thing. And then the next one is Ujima, which is collective work and responsibility. Wow. So to build and maintain our community together,